Okay, today we're gonna start group. My name is Rhonda, and I need everyone to go around in the circle and introduce yourselves only by first name.
I'm Desiree.
Philip.
Pam.
Sandra.
Johnny.
Okay, and today our topic is going to be about fear. My question to you all is, what is fear to you, and how do you cope with that fear? Johnny, would you like to start?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Fear to me would be something disabling, to stop me from my goal.
Okay, and what is your biggest fear?
Disappointments in myself and my loved ones and people who believe in me.
Okay. Sandra, what is your fear?
I guess the most common one for everybody would be death. At age 16, my mom passed when she was 35. And so when I reached 35, I didn't think I was going to live past 35. So death was like a real fear for me.
Okay,
I would say that for me, fear, the thing that I'm most fearful of is being raped. It happened in my family, not to myself, but to other members of my family, where they were raped as young girls, and nothing was really done because it was only brought out later in life. And I understand that sometimes in some families it's just a history that happens, and so that's one of my biggest fears. I've been good, but
okay. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I guess my biggest fear is fear of water. Besides bathing, I don't really need no more of it. So I don't do nothing that's gonna put me in jeopardy of being in too deeper water that I can't walk out of. So that's my biggest fear.
Okay, that's right.
my biggest fear is not being a good mom and becoming a statistic, because around you see like young mothers as myself, they get comfortable and they don't push themselves to finish getting their education, to provide for their families financially alone. So that's one of my biggest fears.
Okay, all right. And to go back to you, Johnny. You said disappointment. Why would you feel that disappointment is one of your biggest fears? Have you been disappointed?
Yes, ma'am. A lot as a child, from family members and just people you look up to, and heroes. As I get older, I find that the reality of a lot of things is I thought maturity came with age, and it really doesn't. And sometimes your heroes and people you looked up to that taught you, they fall short a lot too. So I make it a point within myself not to try to disappoint the people who look up to me like I was.
Thank you. And going back to you, Lysandra, about losing your mom at that age, how has that impacted you as a mom?
Stressing more to my kids about, take care of yourself. If you're ill or you have any kind of problem, go to the doctor, get checked out. Just don't accept it and just say, it'll go away. Just take care of the problem so that you can, be here longer for your loved ones. So, not saying that she did, but, we as black people, we just don't go to the doctor as much. We tend to say, well, we can fix it at home. It'll go away. But, if the problem arises, take care of it. Go get checked out so that you can take care of yourself.
Yes. Pam, going back to you with the rape situation, has that helped you in a sense of not being as fearful as much, and how could you expand on not allowing it to disrupt the flow of your life?
It has, because when we did find out it was dealt with, and
one of the things we had to do, and that was to forgive. So it was, once you forgive, we was able to move on. And I have a daughter, and I understand, you know, that fear is kind of, I don't want it to happen to her. So we talk about, and I try to teach her that you have to be mindful of your surroundings at all times, and never put yourself in a position where, not that it always just happen, but never put yourself in a position where you're so vulnerable that you can be taken advantage of. For instance, if you're dating someone, don't start pretending with them that you're going to go that route, knowing that that's not the route you want to go. And then once you get there, you let them know, and hey, no means no, but sometimes they don't take that no, because you have initiated something and now they want it to complete. So you have to make sure that you don't put yourself in a position. You always keep it where it won't just happen. It because they caught you off guard, not because you initiated it. So we just have to be mindful of always of our surroundings, especially as young ladies and as women, and even when we meet someone that's appear to be a good guy, we have to still know that if something comes up that's not right, if you get a red flag, you need to pay attention to those flags. So we just try to make sure we, she and I talk about things. I keep pay close attention to my surroundings. It works.
Okay. And going back to you, Philip, with the fear of water, do you believe that you would ever lose that fear, or what could you do to increase your ability to want to try to swim?
Well, to me, like I said, I don't reach the point in my life where I'm over 50 now. I ain't swam up to this point. There's no need of me trying to do it now. But like I said, I don't have a definite fear of water. Like I said, I'll go in and I'll take it. As long as I can see the land, I'm good. But I'm not. If I don't see any land, we're gonna have a problem. so that's why I don't. Like I said, like I said, when we went down to Fort Lauderdale, we did the Jungle Queen thing. It was fine because I can float that far from where we were to the shore. But like I said, if I don't see land, I'm not going, and I'm not getting in no fishing boat because people don't know how to act when they. So, a flotation device is not it's not my thing. So, but like I said, I play in the water, but like I said, I'm not going past my knees. So, like I said, I never learned, never wanted to. So I go forward from there.
Okay. And Desiree, as you as being a mom now, your mom has not disappointed you, so why would you think you would disappoint Dawn? What are you going to do that will be different?
Just because it's like, you have that fear, and seeing that some of my family members who have already had kids and they were young mothers, and I ended up babysitting their kids as a child myself. So it's like I always have to think about that, and it helps me continue to push forward with my child, even though it's like difficult at times because sometimes I don't know what to do or why she's crying or what I need to do. But I just keep pushing forward. I got pregnant with her a semester, the same semester I was graduating college, and I had to like really take that in and realize that my dreams have to be different. Like I had to like push back some of my dreams to be able to be a mom. And even though I pushed them back, that doesn't mean I'm not gonna achieve them. Like I'm finna enroll into school again to get my master's in January. So it's just a process that I have to keep pushing myself to achieve my goals.
Awesome. My next question is just for everybody in a whole. Is there something you want to expound on or ask a question to each other to help in your fear or phobias, or are we good?
I have one. What's your name again?
Johnny.
My thing is this. In life, only person you really can account for and count on is yourself. You know, no matter, because you're going to get judged by everybody. As long as you know that you're going forward, doing things the way that you know you want them to be, you don't have to worry about having a hero. You should be your own hero. Because, like I say, you put your trust in man, you're going to fail it all the time because they're going to let you down some way or somehow. So, like I said, as long as you believe in yourself, the rest of it doesn't matter. No matter what they say, because they're going to talk about you from the beginning to the end, they're still going to talk about you. But like I said, as long as you know you're doing what you're supposed to do in the way that you want to do it, you shouldn't have to worry about how everybody else is going to feel about the way you're going to live your life and what you're doing to improve your life. So don't let other people judge you to the point where you feel like you stifle, that you can't move forward because you're scared of how they're going to feel about what you're doing in your life. Because like I said, only person who can live your life is you. As long as you know what you want and your goal is, you can do it. And everybody else, you know, they can just, I ain't going to say what I want to say, but, you know, you just move forward.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Would there be anybody else?
Well, I just have a little saying that has really helped me and just about everything. And it's nothing major, nothing big. It's just live, learn, forgive, and move on. In any situation, you're gonna be fine. I admire you. Even though I was married when I had my daughter, after my divorce, I became a single mom at 26. But I didn't have a career. I didn't have anything. So I was able to go back to school and be that example for my daughter. I don't know if you have a daughter.
I do.
Yeah, I was that example for her. And all through life, I became that example for her, showing her that there was nothing she could not accomplish if she put her mind to it. And I'm so proud to say she'll be graduating in December with her associates in early childhood, and she'll be going on to get her bachelor's to teach, and from there she'll continue on. So yeah, it's going to be challenging at times, but you're going to be just fine. You're heading down the right track. I feel you on that water thing, man. It get right here, my heart start beating too fast. I got to turn around and go back the other way. So I can't even say. And thank you for you didn't even know, but you just encouraged me to go back to the doctor because I've been feeling some kind of way. Right. But I was like, I'm gonna be good. But I am gonna go and have it checked. Because I believe in, but I believe God. So I believe that everything is going to be fine. But it's still we need to know. We need to know. So.
And my grandmother died when my mom was 16 of breast cancer. So that's why it's important for us as African Americans to always get checked, because I didn't get to experience having a grandmother in my life. Mm-hmm. And it's just a blessing that my child is able to have a grandmother in hers. So it's, you just have to keep yourself checked.
Right.
Yeah. Mm. Oh, wow. Would that be it? This has been awesome. You have something else you would like to say, John?
Well, I just really agree with the water. I was going to ask him, like, what was it that stopped you from wanting to, learn how to swim? Because I can't, and I can't even float. Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't want to be like, scared all of my life. I want to enjoy the water too, but I just don't know how to get there. So.
Yeah, I understand. But like I said, for me, it's just something that I never wanted to do. I never wanted to learn how to swim because
too much to drink, huh?
Yes, too much to drink. I can't drink at all. But like I say, I was more into baseball, football, basketball, and stuff like that. And swimming was just not something that, growing up, everybody went to the pool. It didn't bother me not to go. So, like I said, I never really wanted to learn. I never tried it. Like I said, I play in the water for that. Get past the knees, it's time to start backing up. Plus, too many sharks out there in the water nowadays.
I think helping with sweat, even though I have fear of water because I almost drowned. That's my fear. And but I still want to learn how to swim, and that is on my bucket list. So I'm gonna learn how to swim, and but I think one of the things that can help us is we have to start like in the little water to the ankle and move up, and get used to taking our head under the water, and used to being under there for a minute. I didn't even realize that I could open my eyes underwater until one time. Yeah, I didn't. I was like, so finally got to that point, but it's just gonna be baby steps. But you gotta be willing to take those steps and know that what, I can do this. I am my worst critic, and I will not allow myself to beat myself. So you can
So,
And relax in the water, because as soon as you get in there, you start panicking, then you gonna expect the
I
drama.
just don't think nobody compatible with the water. If I lay on the back and float, I fall back or tilt over. I can't.
because you're thinking about it too hard.
Yes.
And you have to relax and just allow it to just. I can do these things.
That's what I'm like, how do you just relax and
It's baby steps. Baby steps. We're gonna get there. Professional trainer.
this has been so outstanding. I could truly say that I have an awesome group. And I was hoping that we could do this again, probably even when I'm not in class. We never know. But I thank you all so very much for participating. And in summary, I want to say I hope that you all can take what we've discussed today and, take it to heart and see how it works for you in your life. Okay? All right. Thank you.